This is our kitchen, and we try to make sure that the youth are fed nutritious snacks every time they come here. So we have different programs where sometimes they help us cook and basically enjoy themselves in the kitchen. Some of them, we have a couple youth who are interested in being chefs, so you'll usually find them in the kitchen. This is our food cupboard, and you'll see their papers here. When I need them to read something that's very important that affects them, I lock the food cupboard, and it doesn't get opened until they read the articles or whatever it is posted on there and kind of talk to us about how they feel about it. And then they're free to open the food cupboard. So our biggest asset is this space here. We're located inside Vernon Thorpe Collegiate Institute in an old shop room that we've renovated. It's really become a signature youth space here at R.A.Y, and it's enjoyed by everybody. We try to keep the whole community involved, so everyone comes out and spends some time here every now and then. R.A.Y was one of the founding members of the GYC, so we've benefited a lot from this organization, from just having the support of groups across the city when we do need it, sharing assets. We haven't always had this space, so we were able to use other people's space. We were able to share resources, some of ours, other programs use, and we've used some of theirs. As far as the work goes, it's always nice to have a base, and so the GYC has also been like a sounding board for the members of different organizations. So when there are things going on, you know where to go to get a wide range of opinions. If you have events coming up, right there at one GYC meeting, you get people represented from all over the city, from way out west here to Scarborough. And so it's a great venue to spread information. It's amazing how many times people look at this. Sometimes it's been here for a while now, and every time they come in, they look at this and talk about, you know, what different pictures mean to them and how often or how they've grown up in the pictures. Some of them are on here from when they were about 10 years old, and now they're maybe 15 or 16. So this table is the one about our trip to New Brunswick, and that other one is about just the community events. It's always a challenge to stay fresh and new and offer the youth activities that will constantly keep their interest. But that's something that's not really a problem. It's expected. You always have to reinvent yourself. This community has seen a lot of violence over the last year or so, or year and a half. And the community is still in the recovery stage from some really violent things in the summer of 2008. And so it's always a problem when, you know, you're slowly getting over something that's happened, and then you're thrown right back into crisis mode when something else comes on top of that. And so the effects of violence in the community are compounding, and that's a huge problem for us. This sector is always worried about funding and sustainability and things like that, so that's there as well. But the biggest problem, I would say, is the violence, and dealing with that and trying to work with the youth to help them to cope. And sometimes it's also difficult we don't have the capacity to work with the entire family all the time. We generally work with the youth, and so it's hard when you know that the entire family needs the support.